Ordering with a manufacturer gotta be the most irritating thing in the world, man. Especially when you're working with somebody that's just money hungry. It's important to know exactly what you're doing when you working with somebody, especially when you spending thousands of dollars with one person. So today, I'm gonna show y'all my strategy on what I do when I'm working with a manufacturer and how I make my orders. Yo, what's the word, my fellow brand owners? This your boy PL with Behind the Wealth. I made so many improvements with working with people overseas. I went from asking what is this to telling them what it is. Once you start to actually work with them and actually speak and see how they work, you ain't gonna have no choice but to learn. So first what I do, I make sure that I have all my details ready. When I say all my details, I mean everything from the logos to the designs to the mock-ups, everything. Now, I make sure I send my design separately. I send all my designs however they need it. I send it and make sure that when you send it, it's clear and they can see it and there's no smudges or blurriness in the photo. I just learned this probably 2 years ago. Make sure y'all send the size chart, especially when you work with Pakistan, because they'll just make it however they want to. Not all size charts are the same, so you don't want to, look for the one that say US, or you can even make your own. If you have to, you can do some measurements around, you can measure yourself or, measure your assistants or measure anybody just to, get that size chart down. Now, for y'all out there that's kind of advanced, already been doing this, y'all probably know about tech packs. Y'all gonna want to make sure that y'all got them too, because that tech pack is gonna include everything that you need, including the colors of your garments, the sizes of your garments, how many you want, all that. So once I make sure I got all this, I'm gonna go ahead and speak to the scoped manufacturer, meaning that I already made sure that this person is somebody that I would like to work with. I already, looked at their work, not talking about the work on a whatever social media platform, the work that they sent me once we started talking. You're gonna want to get deep into these manufacturers, because you're going to be spending thousands or however much you spend. Then you're going to want to speak to them about the MOQs. MOQs is how many that you will have to buy to even purchase anything from this person. High school goals. You cooking in high school, you making bread in high school. How did that go?
Man, that was dangerous. Like, when I say dangerous.
So for example, let's say MOQ is 30. Then you will have to buy 30 in order to even, get your order. 30 is the minimum. So you gotta get at least 30. That MOQ is important. So you gonna wanna make sure that you find out what that is in the beginning. After I, find out what that MOQ is, I'm gonna start sliding in my details and my logos and all that we just spoke about. With every little detail, I'm gonna want to make sure that you understand that completely. So I'm gonna speak to my manufacturer about every picture or logo or design or whatever. Even when you think that they got everything, still, ask them, be like, is there any more information that you need to make sure you're not missing nothing? And you yourself on your end too, make sure that you're not missing nothing. You didn't leave out any details or, any picture or any design or any logo or any garment information. Remember, we spending thousands of dollars, man. We ain't wasting not a dollar. Next is going to be that moment, agreeing to a price. Once they tell you the price that, however many you get, either if you getting the MOQ or if you getting more than that, y'all gonna start to negotiate that price. Please do not take just any price. Some of them be money hungry. If it's something that you don't like, you can move on to the next person. But Try to negotiate first, because remember, you already sent them all this information, all your information. Now, they can't do, I'm not saying you sent them the information, they could do something with it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you sent them all this information, you feel me? And that was your time. So that'll be time wasted. So at least try to, negotiate a price that should be cool for you and the manufacturer. Once that price agreed on, they gonna want some money. So I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm sure I said this plenty times before, and I'm sure you heard this plenty times before. Do not send them all your money up front. Don't send them all your money. Break that price into increments. 3, I suggest. That first increment, that should be the first that you send, and that should, get them to start working. That second increment, that should come once they start to send you pictures and videos of the production. If they don't send you no pictures or no videos, or even probably try to FaceTime you to show you that it's getting done. Yo, what's up, y'all? My name is Pierre Keller, owner and founder of Wealth Clothing. At Wealth, we are embodying motivation and abundance. We are committed to not just providing our community with great clothing, but an experience that inspires. Our pieces are designed to offer the perfect mix of style, quality, and affordability, while keeping you motivated to chase your success. Wear your ambition proudly. And if you feeling the vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ain't no money, bitch. Soon as they send you them pictures, then that's when you send your money. You send that second increment. That third increment, you don't send that until you agree that your order is how you wanted it. Just because they finish your order, you don't have to take it. If you see that they messed up on something, let them know. Like, hey, you messed up. Can you do this real quick? Can you finish this? And then they want that money, so they gonna make sure that gets done, and whatever they messed up at, that gets corrected. So whenever you feel that your order is the way that you wanted it and it's correct, everything is cool, then you send your bread. Once you see that it's packed up and everything ready to be shipped, then you send that bread, that third. And once you send that third increment, they should send your order. And once that order gets to you, like once my order gets to me, that work is, now it's time to work. Put that work in. Start advertising. Soon as it leaves, and you know it's on its way to you, start advertising. Start putting that work in. Start getting ready for your photo shoot or video shoot or whatever you getting ready to do. Recently, I told y'all that my next release was coming from China. Well, I can honestly say that the experience has been great so far working with them. It just feels right, and I feel that I'm making a purchase that's going to make an impact. Some things that I found agitating in the past has now, is more smoother. Yo, I want to thank everybody for watching, saucing your brand up a little more than what it was. This your boy Pierre Witt, Behind the Wealth. I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep giving out this sauce. I'll see y'all soon. Bet.